welcome back to Not Backpacking. Now you know that this channel is all about traveling comfortably and sensibly without breaking the bank, traveling as a family. But one thing I really enjoy as we travel to different parts of the world is trying out different drinks in those different areas, different soft drinks primarily. You go into places in Asia and you just see a totally different mix of drinks to what you might see in New Zealand or the US or Australia, for example. But we're still here in Australia. We're in Wollongong visiting family, and today I want to try a drink that kind of freaks me out. Now, if you know me at all, you'll know that by far my favorite drink in the whole world is Coca-Cola. Making the switch from classic Coke to Diet Coke or Coke no sugar was already a massive leap for me. I've tried all the other flavors, the vanilla Coke and the cherry Coke and everything else. And you do wonder what they're going to come up with next to tarnish the brand.
Harebrained idea.
Okay, well, here's what that is. So we're looking at Coca-Cola, no sugar, but with Oreos. I hope you can see that over there. Now, there's already a bad sign. This just came out here in Australia in October, so that's only a few weeks ago. It was on clearance.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So maybe that tells you all you need to know, but I'm going to check it out. I do love Oreos, and of course I've already told you I love Coca-Cola, but what happens when you put the two together? Is it any good? Let's find out. So I'm going to go ahead and open this for you. Now, fortunately, I got the mini cans here, all right, the 250ml cans. So that means if it is absolutely disgusting, I really only have to feel bad about not finishing a single can. Maybe I can find someone else, an unsuspecting family member perhaps.
Suspicious.
To try the others, and then they'll feel guilted into finishing them all, and I won't have wasted all my money. Now, this was only $4.80 Aussie, so that's about a little over $3 US for the 6 cans. So that's indicative that this isn't a highly priced item at the local supermarket, but we're going to give it a go and see what we think. I'm also keen to hear in the comments what your thoughts are about the worst Coca-Cola spin-off you've ever had, or have you had one that you thought would be terrible that was actually a really positive surprise? I might be surprised by this. As I say, I love Oreos, I love Coca-Cola, but the idea of mixing them together sounds absolutely disgusting. But who knows? We'll check it out and see how we go. So I'll just grab a glass over here, easily prepared. I don't have any ice in it. I don't know if that would make it taste any better.
Ooh la la.
That is one of the best sounds on earth. Doesn't matter what the flavor is inside. It's amazing. All right, let's give that a go. Now, first off, I'd say the color looks a little bit lighter than a typical Coca-Cola. I don't know if that's just something I'm imagining. It does say on here, fizzy cookie flavored. That sounds like the worst thing you could ever possibly imagine in a Coca-Cola drink. But let's have a go and see what we think. First thoughts coming up soon. Well, the first thing I'd say is that it tastes very sweet. Okay, so this is the no sugar edition, the zero sugar edition, so it's not real sugar that I'm tasting, but it does taste very sweet. And in fact, I'd say it tastes very similar to vanilla Coke. So vanilla Coke, no sugar. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted. Probably not even the worst Coke flavor I've ever tasted. That would be cherry Coke.
The worst. Really the worst.
But let me have another go. It also tastes relatively thin. Doesn't have that sort of fuller flavor you expect from Coke. Very fizzy. Yeah, I really don't think it's dramatically different from vanilla Coke. Well, there you go. It is not the worst thing I've ever tasted. I will probably finish this can, but I'll probably ask around to see if others want to have a go at the other cans to put me out of my misery.
But this one I think you'll actually like.
What would I score it? Probably, if classic Coke is a 10 out of 10, which of course it is because it's the greatest drink ever made, I'd score this 6 out of 10. All right, so tell me what your thoughts are.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Let me know in the comments down below. What's the greatest drink you've ever tasted? Do you agree with me? And what's the worst spin-off of Coca-Cola you've ever tasted? Keen to hear your thoughts. Take care.